Firebreak KIA.
Robot status is nominal.
Spectre down. Iced.
Our robot has been disabled.
Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Welcome back to the second episode of my Black Ops 3 Gold Gun Guides. Today we are going to be going over the Locus Sniper Rifle. Quick reminder about these gold gun guides, these are by no means very statistical or factual. It's mainly about the feel, it's mainly how I feel about the weapons and what I have found to be useful, realistic, and practical about them. One more quick note about the gameplay. There are actually two games going on in the background. One of them, a game after I got the weapon diamond, and a quick little montage there. And another one is the actual game I got the diamond camouflage. It was the game where I had one optical sight and 5 attachments, I believe. And I'll talk about that in detail once we get started. The Locus Sniper Rifle is comparable, I would say, to the Ballista from Black Ops 2 or the MSR from Modern Warfare 3. It is a one-hit kill most of the time, however you do get the occasional hit marker if you hit them, I believe, in the stomach or in the legs or the limbs. And because of that, you are going to be a little bit more accurate with this weapon than you are going to be with any of the other sniper rifles. The first one, it's a 2-hit kill, so you can kind of just spam it like a regular assault rifle or marksman rifle from Ghosts. The other two sniper rifles are pretty much a 1-hit kill. The P06 is a little unique, and we'll get to that when we get to that, but the last sniper rifle is like the heavy duty, always a 1-hit kill sort of sniper rifle, and that's pretty cool. But the Locus has a really good feel to it that I do genuinely like, and there are a lot of different things you can do with this weapon, and it's something that I'm very, very excited to talk about. But before we get to that, as far as the Gold Gun Guide is concerned, the first 100 one-hit kills are very simple, very easy. As long as you're sniping, as long as you're using the weapon, it's very easy, very simple. As long as you're hitting, upper center mass, you will have no problem whatsoever. The difficulty of getting this sniper rifle gold comes when the extra challenges are unlocked. That's the bloodthirsties, the long shots, the attachment challenges, and all that sort of stuff. That's where we're gonna have our fun. As far as the long shots are concerned, I really honestly didn't have too much trouble finding these, but then again, I am sort of an old school sort of sniper. Like, I do believe you need to kind of sit back and keep the engagements away from you, aim down sights, or as we frown upon, hard scope in this community for some reason, actually aim across long sight lines like, you're sniping or something. That's what I like to do, so the long shots really weren't that big of a deal for me. As far as the attachment challenges are concerned, those were where it's super fun. Loading up on a whole bunch of perks and maybe like a thermite and a trophy system, that was pretty fun, pretty simple. The sniper rifles in and of themselves, if you put no attachments on them whatsoever, they're still very functional. They're not like SMGs, they're not like assault rifles where the recoil's too much or I don't have enough bullets. They are really perfect out of the box, and it's something that I quite like about the sniper rifles, that any attachments you put on here, it's basically always an upgrade. It's always going to be helpful to you, which is awesome. Now, the other attachment challenges is to have a sight and 5 attachments on it, and in the gameplay behind you, I think I'm using a thermal sight. Let's see, rapid fire, extended mags, fast mags, maybe full metal jackets, but most importantly, a silencer. Now, you only have to get 50 kills with, all attachments and known perks, and no perks and all yeah, that's right, no perks, all attachments, and all perks and no attachments. You have to get 50 kills of each of those, which is a good couple games. You'll notice it, you'll feel it when you're trying to get those challenges, because you do miss some perks and the attachments are kind of convoluted. But other than that, it's not going to be a bad time. It's not going to affect you negatively too much. much. The real trouble that I had with this were the bloodthirsties. Oh, also there are double kills, which wasn't that big of a deal for me, possibly because of the game mode that I was playing. I was playing Safeguard, which comes into play as I'll talk about these bloodthirsties. These bloodthirsties, at least personally for me, were pretty difficult, and I do want to talk about these sniping mechanics in an entirely different video, because I feel like it's very notable to talk about the auto aim and how that balances out the sniper rifles, as well as the maps and just kind of player ability here on the console. But anyway, the bloodthirsties is really where I had a hard time, because Black Ops 3 is almost like Advanced Warfare in the sense that it's really highlighting that movement system. It's really trying to get you to move around the map. It's got this flow to it that's fantastic. But when you're trying to snipe, you are trying to keep those engagements at a long sight. You know, you're trying to keep the enemies away from you. But when the game itself encourages that really fast-paced movement, it's difficult to stay alive and get these streaks unless you're quick scoping, which a lot of people dislike. So as my tips go for getting the sniper rifle gold, I love Ground War, Safeguard. That was by far my favorite game mode, and it's becoming one of my favorite game modes in Black Ops 3 just because of how kind of chaotic, and you know, it's chaotic but it's controlled and it's very predictable, and I really like it. So that is how I got my bloodthirsties, and I'm sure you've seen it in this gameplay. I would post up where I could see the robot, I could see the enemies escort the robot, but I would be far enough away that I could just pick them off one by one, just pick them off, and they would have no idea where I am. And even if they did, it would be a gunfight in my favor, because I do have a sniper rifle, and that's going to be something where you are going to try and find those lines of sight and those situations, and that's where you're going to have your most success. Moving on to attachment recommendations and sort of just class setup recommendations. Like I said earlier in this video, I really like the sniper rifles because out of the box, they really function as they should. You don't really need to put any attachments on here, but some surprising attachments were the thermal sight and the silencer. The thermal sight, I have a sneaking suspicion. I'm not entirely sure about it, but I believe that the idle sway is decreased with the thermal sight. Now, again, you know, I'm a viewer like you guys, so I don't know if Drifter has put out the video. Actually, no, he hasn't put out the video on the thermal sight, and I think the sights in this game have a different effect on the weapons that you put them on, but I think the thermal sight decreases the idle sway. At least I feel more accurate, and it might even just be the reticle on the default thermal sight that I really like, but I definitely like the thermal sight, and it's just very clear. You can see your surrounding, you can clearly see the enemies. It's really nice, and I like it. But then after that, the silencer is where I was just super just taken back, because previously in Call of Duty, the silencers had an effect on basically all of the weapons, just kind of a flat, like 20% decreased range, and they would just really make snipers kind of useless, and unless the snipers were like a two-hit kill, or unless the snipers were a two-hit kill out of the box. And so with the Locus, if you put a silencer on it, instead of aiming for like the upper or the upper belly, lower chest, and up, you have to aim for the upper chest and up, which, if you're accurate enough, if you're a good sniper, it's very viable. You know, you've seen in the gameplay behind you that I get plenty of one-hit kills, silenced Locus shots, and it's awesome because it's viable. And that's something that I wasn't expecting. I'm sure a lot of us just kind of threw out the silencer because it's so bad in this game. But a silenced Locus is actually very viable if you're accurate, if you're hitting that chest up. And so that's the class I'm really going to recommend you. You can pick your own class setup. Personally, I like the thermal sight and the silencer. You know, fast mags is always good, extended mags is always good. Sitting back kind of, Drifter calls it grandpa sniping, but just hard scoping, just trying to know the traffic patterns, know where people are going to be coming, and just get the longest line of sight that you can on them. That is where you're going to have the most success with the sniper rifle in Black Ops 3, or at least with this Locus. That's the way I snipe. That's the experience I've had with it. I'm not a quick scoper. The auto aim is very, very different in this game, and so this is kind of my first sniping experience. And tell me about your first sniping experience. Do you have a sniper rifle, Gold? Have you used the sniper rifles at all? I am absolutely positive that James Ski's Jam Skies, I love you, bro. He's already played with it, and I'm not sure how he feels about it. So tell me how you feel about it in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for your absolutely incredible support here. I am so thankful for you beautiful people. I really am. You guys have no idea how much it means to me to have all of your support and all of you beautiful people sitting here watching my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy, and until the next absolutely beautiful Call of Duty morning, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, have a great day.